Welcome back for your yummy update, friends. Stocks have gone parabolic recently. The Nikkei, the Nasdaq, everything going absolutely bonkers. I've been showing you all of that action. Friends, even if you look at the US stock market, the Nasdaq itself, this is it on the weekly chart. They've gone absolutely up. All these gap ups. I can't even show it to you on the daily. It's just gone absolutely bonkers. And this is the US 100 index as well, just to give you the 24/7. It's done these weekend gaps, huge, big moves up here, just to show you stocks, man. Stocks going absolutely nuts all the way up. What are they doing? What are they doing? They're pricing in the future. They believe the future will get better. And we'll play some Pumpy G music, of course we will. It's all about AI infrastructure, robotics. It's all coming. That's why everyone's calling for this, a bubble, a bubble, a bubble. Well, look, man, it would be a bubble if you didn't have a big bet going on, where all these big tech companies are making a bet that AI and robotics are going to be as impactful as trains to the economy. And trains are huge fans. Trains are sexy, sound great. You can lay on them. You can pat them. Okay, you can do many things inside trains, outside trains. We all love trains. Okay? No one out there is a train hater. We're all train maxis deep down inside. Well, that level of investment, how trains and the railroads went on to change America and the world, that's what everybody is betting on with AI. And that's what simply the equity market, even though it says expensive, bubble. Yeah, if you didn't have AI, now that you have AI, remember, friends, AI includes AI agents. It includes replacing humans with an intelligent being that doesn't need to sleep, doesn't need to eat, doesn't need a wee-wee, doesn't whinge, you got an off button, works 24/7, and actually gets smarter, doesn't complain too. So that's pretty much what's been going on. And I think we'll know when we've hit that top. Roughly. Things will get silly. They're not silly now. Prices high is not silly. Okay, that's not it. Prices high usually means you're in a bull market and things are getting more expensive. It's because the market can see something that's coming in the next 6 to 12 months that you and I can't see today. But will probably start to make sense in the next few months, okay? Good news that we saw today as well, friends. So racist Russell 2000 has once again held above its all-time high, which is great, man. I mean, like, so many times, but I don't want to jinx it, you know, just in case the racist Russell 2000, just in case they try to send it down again and they screw us again, which you just never ever know, right? It's year of the snake, so I wouldn't put it past them for anything out here. Friendly reminder as well, friends. ZeCash removed all of this pain in literally 3 months. Okay, 3 months. You see that? In just 3 months, it literally undid all the damage. And actually, one of the months was nothing. One of the months was kind of like something, kind of okay. It was pretty much nothing, and 1 month, bang. It was pretty much 1 month removal, a couple of weeks. Okay, and it happened so fast. Okay, that's 2021 high. Of course, ZeCash used to be multiple thousands of dollars. It's down from 2018, but I really hope we have an abundance mindset and our altcoins are able to do that. Jim Cramer says equities are going to bounce on Monday, so probably they won't. Very discouraging close. Got to wait until Monday for a bounce. What a month. That's because, fans, earnings were huge. So the big tech companies, they're all growing at like 18% per year, or their revenue growth. They're literally just up only. But you've cherry picked like the top, top 7, right? And yeah, they have been really expanding and moving into robotics. You even saw, friends, like Amazon firing 30,000 workers, not because the economy is weak, but because AI is getting really good. Because they're putting the machine workers, basically like what's his name? Will Smith and the iRobot movie. You know, the iRobot, friends? Pretty much, they actually have those robots. Okay, iRobot. When they come out. Do you remember this movie? I don't know if you guys have watched it. Will Smith goes around. I think there's a female robot in here. I can't remember. I'm always interested in all these female robots. I'm like, that's an interesting alternative. But yeah, makes you think about the future, right? Makes you think about how do you are we going to have new legal systems? We have to, what constitutes a life? Yeah, but if you own a robot and it has more IQ than you, and it produces more in the economy than you, and the robot saves lives because it's just programmed as a doctor, what happens if you take a robot's life? Do you go to jail? Right? It's something that, we're going to figure out later on, but no one's really concerned about that in altcoin world because we're like, oh, there's a future. First time I've heard about it. I'm just down 99% after all these years. This is, friends, this is the total crypto, total 3. Removing Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? So it's all the crypto market. Look at that, man. It's been wedging and wedging and wedging and wedging up here. Wedging. Many people are calling for the end. James Wynn short. Everyone short. Taiki Mode adding to shorts. I still think the best is yet to come. I mean, like, man, friends, like, I know it's horrible, but if we were watching any other, if this was a stock chart, okay? If this was a stock chart, if this was a literally anything, if you saw anything in this world do that, okay? What are you thinking? Do you think, hey, the lid's about to blow? The lid is about to blow. It's at 1 trillion, by the way, right now. I hope that the measured move up here takes it up to like, 3 or 4 trillion. I know it sounds impossible right now, but, it's crypto, man, where the impossible becomes possible. You saw ZeCash. Jose, don't stop believing, Mr. Flow T. With some nice manga stuff out here. Let me know, friends. Do you guys watch a lot of manga stuff? A lot of people do out there. It's very popular these days. A collection of comments from the timeline. I found this just like a snapshot that appeared for me. Interesting posts today. You have Jim Cramer saying discouraging close. Got to wait until Monday for a bounce. Cursing everything. Uncle Bobby Lucas, where have we seen this script before? He was replying to, I think, some entity, some firm. They're offering like 15% yield or something, or 30% yield. And he's like, where have we seen this high yield Ponzi stuff before, right? Just to let you know, friends, a lot of these high yield things, yeah, you got to check their Ponzis. There are Ponzis when they talk like that. But all of these firms advertising this stuff, don't take this as gospel. You have to do your research. But a lot of them aren't Ponzis, okay? They say, we'll give you 40% yield. You grow all the way back to you read the fine print and they go, okay, this is only for people with less than $3,000 in their account, number one. And number two, this will end in 5.5 weeks. So it's nothing. Do you know what I mean? It's literally nothing. But that's a lot of the times it is that. They put the big number yield to get your attention. And then it ends up being, I think everyone's getting diluted with that over time. James Wynn, your altcoins will not pump until Bitcoin goes to new all-time highs. In fact, they'll continue to bleed until Bitcoin goes to new all-time highs. And the harsh truth, many of your altcoins will effectively die before Bitcoin reaches new all-time highs. James Wynn is short and calling for a bear market. Hopefully he is our very own Jimmy Boot Craver. Play some angel music for everyone out here. Been quite the year to reflect. Did we learn anything this year? No. Did we gain anything? Also no. Did the world improve for us? No again. Okay. Literally nihilistic. Turbo trash. Nothing good came out this year. Everyone's poorer. We got that going for us. Stocks went parabolic. Everyone's killing in stocks. Also this year, I learned basically, every second person used to own Nvidia at one point in their lives. Sold too early. I wonder if altcoins are going to be that story. Because you got to remember, man, there are people who used to have ZeCash and they sold it. Did it 11x very fast, man. Like, hopefully get that one day. Now, a bit of naughty material content, friends. So, MEXC, there's been some controversy here. I can't show the images here. Let's just say, okay, so one of the MEXC, I think this girl's name's Cecilia. She's I forgot what she does. Maybe they're like a representative or something out here. Someone hacked her phone, okay? A hacker hacked her phone, and they went through her phone. And in her phone, there is, let's just say, a lot of adults in the room. There's one girl. Clothes are off. For some reason, the Asian dudes have got a mask on, okay? Don't know why. And let's say they're engaging in premarital relations. They're fornicating. All of them. Now, the hacker, because the girl in the video looks Asian, the hacker assumed that this is her. And he also assumed that all the guys who are Asian dudes as well with the bald haircut, that they were MEXC employees because all, I guess it kind of looked the same, So what ends up happening is they just end up leaking that, like we have a revealed naughty adult acts tape. Okay, just like, Kim Kardashian, Paris Hilton, okay, they starred in them famously, and they released it out here. Now, some people have done some investigations, some very close investigations, checking out her feet, her mouth, all these other body parts, just to try to see if it really is the girl. Well, it turns out it's not the girl. Okay. However, there's just important lessons to learn from all of these as well. So, you know, there were all these rumors of, like, you know, employees, executives were coercing and making them sign NDAs. But look, this stuff will continue to come out, right? Even though this thing was not true, but actually there's a lot of stuff happening, right? This is part of the whole downfall of crypto centralized exchanges. So that's important. But this theme of these stories, not all of them are going to be true, but you just see, like, the crowd is turning on centralized exchanges. Like, the mentality of centralized exchanges, that this is the very sad truth about it, friends. All the customers on a centralized exchange, what they don't know is, you know, when they own supply of a token and then the exchange owns it for you, the exchange uses your supply to dump on spot market, send the prices lower, and liquidate everybody. And that's how they yield farm their own leverage trading customers. All right. And the crowd's starting to learn this. That's why, obviously, with HyperLiquid, it was not an accident. You honestly think, you think that was an accident? Because people were liquidated at 1.2x leverage. Okay, we didn't have excessive leverage going on at all. Right? Okay, they liquidated everyone, and it was obviously an attack on HyperLiquid because HyperLiquid gained a lot of share. So all the Chinese exchange cabal, they go, hey, if we liquidate everyone, HyperLiquid's market makers will get destroyed and a lot of their accounts will go to zero. And they did, like the White Whale. The White Whale lost $40 million. He was one of the biggest biggest volume doers on there. Not the biggest, but yeah, they permanently zeroed out some big accounts, okay? But actually, HyperLiquid was one of the best coded and best app. It actually survived the best. It did amazing. So it backfired. And that's why all the Chinese exchange cabals, they're going out offering their customers, like, hey, here's a voucher for KFC buckets, which is, like, not even a joke. They literally did give 200 KFC vouchers out to their customers who lost all their money. And now they're withholding some money. So White Whale had like $3 million locked up. It's been like a total PR disaster nightmare. The Chinese exchange cabal liquidated 1.6 million users on 10/10 Black Swan. It's October 10th. They did not honor stops for many users, and liquidity was rugged to zero instantly. This was all done to take out HyperLiquid and ruin them. White Whale lost 40 million, so it was effective in removing large active whales. Reminder, do not keep your keys on crypto exchanges. Not your keys, not your coins. Do not leverage trade. They're all predators. And yeah, they really are predators. I did watch the tape, friends, I guess for my own scientific purposes. And I found it very strange. Like, for some reason, like, they literally stop having their, let's just say they're playing Twister, and for some reason they just stop. I don't know why Asian guys do this. They just start tweaking nipples. And they just stop everything. And then just go continue again. I don't know what it is, some sort of ritual out here. And yes, as you can imagine, it was already bookmarked like 560 times going out there. It's kind of funny. Who did the investigations? It is Romano. Romano, friends, I know he's a background guy. He doesn't show his face or anything. Romano saved the crypto bear market in 2018. Okay. He literally ate the behind of a lady in Las Vegas. And he took a photo. And yeah, he posted proof. Yeah, so he was, if you look up in crypto trader eats behind, if you know what I mean. Behind, okay, not front hind, behind. If you type that out, you'll find Romano, and there is the picture of him out here. I forgot her name. I think she's a famous girl. I don't know. I forgot all the names. All look the same to me. You know, put a bag over their head and turn the lights off. Everyone's the same, friends. Yeah, so very interesting lore out here, right? So, like, I guess he was a character from 2018 and just like faded off now. You know, so we have these characters and seasons that come in crypto. People come in, they become popular, and they leave. Like right now, we have James Wynn. Despite being in tremendous profit, I keep adding to my shorts. I'm even more bearish given the fact Jerome Powell was hinted at QT in December. Christmas came early for the Bears. Friends, this is... I just realized this. He misinterpreted Jay Powell. Jay Powell, major loser, is ending QT. James Wynn thinks he's starting QT. This is why, look, I've written here. James Wynn is saving the crypto market with his short. He really is Neo. I'm starting to believe. So it doesn't. So just a clarification, friends. Okay. Just to clarify, Mr. Stugots. He's Crypto Kramer, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, we'll see, man. So hopefully we got some good news and stuff coming out here. But yeah, that's why when I show you my OTHERS-btc chart, friends, I've added another chart here. Just I was always hiding this before, but just interesting now. Quantitative tightening. They've stopped it here. The last time they stopped it, if you want to go back to last data point, it was literally, it marked the bottom for altcoins against Bitcoin. Okay. And what actually is interesting, we had, let's check how much we dropped. Altcoins dropped 80% against Bitcoin, and they rallied into DeFi season up here, 186%. So they were about 45% down from the top. So if this repeats, and by the way, this took 12 months. Okay, 12 months. If that repeats, oh man, we're waiting a long time, dude. You're telling me there's another 12 months? Look, you don't know. You don't look how fast ZeCash moved, but you don't know. But let's not worry about the time part. Jeez, what a freaking disaster there. But that's just so long. So maybe it is that. But let's do worst case. Okay, but we've got to wait 12 months until October or November 2025 for Altseason Wave 1. 186 rally will be here. So it will be OTHERS-btc reaching around there. And it would still be about, if we go check from the top, it would be about 30 to 40, about 40 to 50% down from the high. Is it going to be over from that point? I don't know. I don't think so. I think there will be still a wave 2, as there always is. There's always a wave 2, but I don't want to jinx it. You know, we'll see how high that thing goes. But I just want to show you the last time they stopped QT, that's what happened. Okay. And I want to remind you of something as well. So when they stopped QT, here we go. When actually the balance sheet stopped August 19, right? Zombie virus happened March 2020, and they had the enormous, huge balance sheet increase by the end of March. Okay, so if we do that, that's about 7 months later for the economy to crack. Now, it's funny, it's all coincided with the zombie virus, and they just had to print money because they knew they had to do it anyway. They had to turn it on anyway. That was just the catalyst to do it, okay? So I'm wondering, you know, all these big events, this huge QT cracking the economy, I wonder if it will last 7 months. I wonder, okay? Just to show you when they actually, it's funny, they started adding to the balance sheet as well, but this was the big spike up, okay? So we'll see how long the economy lasts. Remember, friends, I did have a dream yesterday. I woke up at like 2 to 3 a.m. and for some reason, I had this like weird, I don't know, you're downloading some weird stuff to your head. And for some reason, I just had these images where something cracks, an institution cracks, and they actually need to open up the swap lines again. Okay. And like, you know, I'm always thinking, oh, it's probably 3 or 4 or 5 years, or maybe it's my own memories mixing from the past. I have no idea, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Like, it might just surprise us. You never know. I know it's Year of the Snake, but it might end up being like, wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be a nice Christmas story in December if one of the institutions like cracks and they have to open up the swap lines, and then I like make a video going, well, it really was Year of the Snake. Jerome Powell comes out again like a snake he is, like, oh, QT, we don't even know there's going to be an interest rate cut. Oh, well, we might even hike rates 10 times. Let's kill the altcoin market even more. You know, that's how we're all acting, and then crack. Something appears. So what are you and I going to do? Look for the future and hope for better times tomorrow. Remember, friends, we've had a silent recovery for the crypto prices, okay? It's been a silent recovery out here. And now we're waiting. Is the government shutdown? That's the theme coming out this week, government shutdown. PMI comes out on November 4th, but the estimate's 49. It's still poop anyway, okay? Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you soon.